Ephemerality. An exhibition showcasing 3 works of body art by Rose English. Body art uses the artist's own body or the body of others as a canvas or to create shapes. Different artists have their own aims and objectives that they wish to achieve through body art, but whatever their goals, their art will always be ephemeral, as the body does not last forever and a live performance moment can never be recaptured exactly. It is lost. Any materials produced as documents about the work are suitable for archiving or can be repurposed as art in a different discipline. Rose English emerged from the conceptual art, dance and feminist scenes of 1970s Britain to become one of the most influential performance artists working today. Her uniquely interdisciplinary work combines elements of theatre, circus, opera and poetry to explore themes of gender politics, the identity of the performer and the metaphysics of presence. Please follow me to our first exhibit, Quadrille, a performance that took place at the Southampton Horse Show in 1975. The audience there to watch equestrian events were taken by surprise by a group of female performers dressed to resemble horses, complete with tails and high-hoof shoes. Rose English explains.
There is actually such a thing with horse dressage events called a quadrille, where the horses perform a sort of synchronized display. But there was also a whole repertoire of movements that were much more naturalistic. So when you often see horses at rest together, they rest with their foreheads pressing against each other, as if communicating some deep meaning between each other. I was wanting to draw people's attention to this extraordinary, hidden, but also completely hiding in plain air, highly codified, highly restricted, deeply conservative world. It was then performed a second time on the same day, only twice as ever performed.
Please follow me to our next exhibit, My Mathematics, a show where Rose English herself performs on stage with a horse. However, this short excerpt here shows English without the horse, as English explains.
To remain within an art-only context for my work, I could expect to do something maybe once a year, whilst there was this other convention that expected you to do something 7 days a week and maybe 2 matinees, which was theatre.
Perhaps you may be interested more in my second service. It is a good lashing of these lashes.
A lot of my work has been about its ephemeral itself, and it's about been addressing its own ephemerality.
Please follow me to our next and last exhibit, Ornamental Happiness, a multi-textual work using the bodies of highly trained gymnasts combined with glasses, singing, words and music. The audience are in a circle very close to the performance. English herself is here to elaborate.
It's about the kinetic object being handled with great skill. It's also about the object being placed in peril or in jeopardy. And there's a tradition in Chinese acrobatics that you always add an additional element to throw the acrobat slightly off balance, or to demonstrate that their skill is so great that they can have an element of difficulty added into the work. From Walter Benjamin about the angels, new ones each moment in innumerable bands are created, so that after they've sung their hymn before God, they cease and dissolve into naught. And this was both reminding me of what happens to a word when it's spoken or sung. It's articulated, it hangs in the air, and then it goes back to the nothing, or the vessel that has christening that will suddenly implode and go back to nothing.